Every year, Americans consume a jaw-dropping 55 million pounds of breaded fish sticks. That's nearly a billion crispy, golden sticks devoured from coast to coast. Whether it's a busy weeknight dinner, a kid's lunchbox favorite, or a nostalgic comfort food for adults, fish sticks have become one of the most beloved seafood items in the world. Convenient, easy to prepare, and incredibly satisfying. These crunchy bites are a staple in households across the United States. But have you ever stopped to wonder how a wild Alaska pollock caught in the freezing waters of the North Pacific becomes that perfectly shaped golden rectangle on your plate? Believe it or not, the transformation of whole fish into uniformly crispy fish sticks is a marvel of modern engineering, logistics, and food science. It's a process that combines state-of-the-art technology with generations of expertise, and it all starts in one of the harshest, most remote environments on Earth, the frigid Bering Sea, with bone-chilling temperatures, 30-foot waves, and winds howling at over 60 miles per hour. This is not your average fishing trip. Here, seasoned fishermen brave the elements aboard massive floating seafood factories, factory trawlers that can process up to 200 tons of fish a day and over 100,000 individual pollock per hour. January marks the peak of Alaska pollock spawning season, and it's go time. Dozens of ships set sail, racing to locate dense schools of fish that gather in the icy depths. Thanks to cutting-edge sonar and underwater echo sounders, these vessels can scan the ocean floor with pinpoint accuracy. As soon as a sonar ping picks up a dense school of Pollock swimming in formations, sometimes thousands strong, the captain gives the signal. Giant nets, stretching more than half a mile wide and diving up to 1,600 feet deep, are deployed. Equipped with live-feed underwater cameras and smart tension sensors, the crew monitors everything in real time. When the net is full sometimes, hauling in up to 200 tons in a single drop, the catch is lifted onto the deck. But not every fish caught is a pollock. Bycatch, the unintended marine life that ends up in the net, can include everything from jellyfish to the occasional oddity like a stray octopus, a whale carcass, or even a lost appliance. Once on board, the real processing begins below deck, where nearly two-thirds of the ship's crew work inside a fully automated onboard factory. First, the fish are sorted by size and aligned on conveyor belts. Then comes the head-cutting machine, a high-speed marvel that can decapitate up to 150 fish per minute. The next step is deboning and filleting. Razor-sharp blades slice open each fish, remove the rib bones and backbone, and neatly trim off fins, yielding 2 pristine, boneless fillets. 4 of these machines run in tandem, capable of handling over 40,000 fish per hour. But the most impressive part is the next stage, where X-ray scanners inspect each fillet for microscopic bones invisible to the human eye. Any bone fragments are surgically removed using water jets guided by artificial intelligence. After that, the fillets undergo a candling inspection, a process where a light shines from beneath the conveyor to reveal any hidden flaws, such as skin, parasites, or imperfections. Only the cleanest, safest fillets make it through. Even scraps have a purpose. Trimmings too small for fillets are ground, washed, and turned into surimi, a smooth paste used to create imitation crab and other popular seafood products. Once the fillets are approved, they are pressed into rectangular molds, weighed precisely, and flash frozen using Freon at -26 degrees Fahrenheit. This rapid freezing technique preserves texture, flavor, and safety by locking in freshness and stopping bacterial growth. These frozen blocks, each capable of producing hundreds of fish sticks, are stacked in massive onboard freezers at -22 degrees Fahrenheit, waiting to be unloaded. When the ship docks, the frozen blocks are quickly transferred to refrigerated trucks and sent to the processing plant. There, they undergo rigorous quality control. Each block is inspected to ensure it's the correct size and density for slicing. The top quality blocks are sent for cutting. Inside the plant, blocks are sawn in half, then cut into strips, then trimmed into perfectly uniform sticks. The freezing process ensures the cuts are neat and waste-free. One single block can yield up to 400 fish sticks. And the pace is astonishing some. Factories produce over 7 million fish sticks per day. But next comes the magic: coating the fish sticks. First, they are bathed in a waterfall of specially formulated batter, a smooth mix of flour, salt, water, and a secret blend of spices. Then, they pass through an air blower to ensure an even, light layer. Afterward, they roll through a bed of crispy breadcrumbs that cling perfectly thanks to the batter beneath. This layer is the secret behind that iconic crunch-light, golden, and satisfyingly crisp. But the journey's not over yet. The battered sticks are flash fried for just 30 seconds in oil heated to 392 degrees Fahrenheit. This isn't to cook the fish, it's to set the coating. The high heat crisps the exterior while the inside remains frozen. This makes sure that the coating won't flake off later during storage, shipping, or when you cook them at home. After frying, the sticks are chilled and refrozen to maintain that ideal crunch-to-flake ratio. Finally, the fish sticks are sorted, inspected, and boxed. Robotic arms delicately line up 10 sticks per pack. These boxes are sealed, labeled with time, date, and batch info for complete traceability, then stacked on pallets and wheeled into deep freezers until shipping. Once loaded onto refrigerated trucks, they begin their journey across the country, from processing plants to grocery store freezers to your kitchen oven. So next time you bite into that crunchy, ocean-fresh fish stick, remember, it's not just a snack. It's a symphony of science, precision, and passion, all packed into a perfect little rectangle. Have you ever wondered how simple ingredients like sugar and fruit flavor are transformed into those vibrant, chewy little candies known as Mike and Ike? What goes on behind factory doors to achieve that perfect texture and explosive fruity taste? Since 1940, Mike and Ike candies have been delighting the taste buds of candy lovers everywhere. While the exact origin of the name remains a mystery, some believe it was inspired by a 1940s comedy duo. Others think it was simply a clever marketing invention. One thing is certain: these chewy treats have become iconic. Today on Products Uncovered, we're taking you on an exclusive, step-by-step journey through the mesmerizing production process behind Mike and Ike. From syrup to shaping, drying to glazing, you're about to see exactly how these multicolored bites of chewy joy are brought to life. Every Mike and Ike candy begins with a foundation of sugar syrup, crafted from a blend of granulated sugar, corn syrup, and water in a 3:1 ratio. This sweet mixture is poured into massive stainless steel kettles, some holding as much as 1,500 gallons, where it's carefully cooked to perfection. Precision is absolutely critical here. Even a 2% variation in water content could result in candies that turn out far too sticky or too hard to chew. The syrup is heated to a temperature of 260 degrees Fahrenheit, reaching what candy makers call the firm ball stage, a key phase in which sugar concentration hits 87%. At this point, the syrup becomes thick and moldable without becoming brittle. To test its readiness, a drop of syrup is cooled in cold water. If it forms a soft but firm ball that holds its shape without cracking, it's ready for the next step. Here, bold fruit flavors like cherry, lemon, lime, strawberry, and orange are added, along with vibrant food-safe dyes. The result is a vivid, flavor-packed base ready for shaping. The transformation into the classic Mike and Ike shape begins with extrusion. The warmly cut Mike and Ike pieces look ready to eat, but they're still soft and sticky. That's why they undergo a crucial resting and drying process. The candies are spread across large stainless steel trays, each carrying about 10,000 pieces, and moved to specially designed drying rooms. With quality checks complete, the candies are finally ready for packaging. High-speed machines weigh and portion them into everything from fun size pouches to large theater boxes, depending on market demand. Each package is filled with stunning accuracy to ensure that every bag contains the exact amount promised on the label. The packages are then sealed airtight to preserve freshness, so the next time you enjoy a handful of Mike and Ike, remember that each bite is the result of complex engineering, strict quality control, and decades of candy-making expertise.
If you enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates. Share your thoughts in the comment section down below.